Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this MMA video, we're going to be looking at how you can close the distance as well as take somebody down in a real fight. So check it out. Okay, so first, I want Alex to close the distance by using that lead push kick, all right? The foot jab, but using that on the opponent's leg. Now for training, you're just tapping the leg and just as a precaution, if ever you're training with your training partner, don't drive too hard onto the knee, right? Because you're gonna hyperextend. In a real fight, you wouldn't care on the street or whatnot. But for training purposes, you don't want to injure your training partner. So what you want to do, and even in sparring actually, you don't never want to actually push the knee, right? Push kick on the knee, right? So that's a move, in my opinion, should be always illegal in sports, but for self-defense or real street fighting, totally acceptable. But for training, what we're going to do now is just tap it. We're just going to tap the leg gently onto the quadricep instead. All right, so now he's going to use that as an entrance. See, he's always outside the punching range, but if he wants to be able to close the gap now, he needs something to create an entrance, and that's going to be what's going to close the distance. All right, so one more time here, low push kick, boom, gets that reaction, and right here. And don't forget that in reality, that's going to hyperextend my leg, which stops me from stopping him from closing the distance. So one more time here, low push kick, boom, into the body lock entrance. Now another way we can also close the distance, he can use the offensive using his jab. We use the foot jab, but now it's going to just be a regular jab. So as he jabs, that causes the reaction, and then he locks it in, right? So it goes here, jabs, and boom, that creates the reaction. Sometimes people blink, sometimes they move their head. Doesn't really matter, but just to create that reaction as he jabs upstairs here. Now I can do the same thing. Maybe I'm the one who's jabbing, and he's just going to tap my jab out, boom, and then he locks it in from here. Now he can use the same entrance using the parry simultaneously with the push kick and close the gap, right? Look, boom, baff. And then that creates the distance, which causes a reaction to be able to close the gap and body lock the opponent. Now, if I switch my stance and I throw the jab, he can also cross parry and use the same entrance. Look, as I throw the jab, boom, he cross blocks here, and now he locks at the waistline, right? Anything to get that reaction. Maybe I'm taking the offensive technique right here, boom, and now poof, he locks it up. The point being is, if you're an MMA fighter or someone who practices a lot of grappling and you want to take the fight to the ground, you got to be able to be comfortable in striking range and then closing that distance to take the fight to the mat. All right, so once again here, boom, and it closes the gap. That way there's no more striking on my part. All right, the last entrance we're going to take a look at is maybe I'm throwing a low kick, right? So we're going to use the Muay Thai check as he checks here. Now, as I return, boom, he's already into the waist. All right, so slow motion once again. Look, he checks the kick, boom, and look, follows through and locks right away. So all of these locks we looked at in a previous video we did is you always want to go seatbelt grip, you want to go palm to palm grip, or sometimes you're gonna, if someone's very tiny, you're just gonna grab them, you know, using the cupping on the elbow grip, but it doesn't really matter. The point being is you want to clinch, keep the head tight against the body, and now you're ready to take the fight to the ground. Now we're gonna take a look at some options, right? So once Alex, it could be any of these initial reactions. Maybe I threw the jab and now he slips underneath and locks. See, look, one, boom. Now, once he locks into the body, go ahead, Alex. From here, one easy way to take the fight to the ground is simply to bring the body fold takedown. So look, right now my body is straight. With Alex, just back out Alex a little bit here. Now what we're gonna do, look, as he body folds me here, boom, that breaks the balance. And there's a rule you have to remember is where the head goes, the body will always follow. So now he brings the head towards the backside, and look, as I fold in, I fall to the ground, and he falls right into the mount position to get the fight started where he wanted. Now we're gonna take a look if I ever resisted that body fold takedown. So look, as he slips the jab, he locks it in. Now I'm a little bit stronger, right? He gets someone who's more aggressive. And look, I have a better base. Now he's trying to body fold, but that's not working. So maybe I posted my leg in the back. So what he wants to do is always keep the head tight against my body, so I can't use, let's say for example, a palm underneath the chin for a self-defense situation. So he's locked in tight to me. So he wants to counter my counters. Now what he's gonna do, because I brought my hips back, now he's gonna shift his legs and adjust the grip right behind the knees. And look, his head is already on the hip. And I was going to use this posted leg and look, drive to the side, break the balance, and get the takedown. All right, so those two takedowns once again, maybe slips the jab, boom, body folds, boom, takes me to the mat, or slips the jab, boom. Now, as he tries the body fold takedown, switches to the double leg, boom, and takes the fight to the mat. All right, guys, so there you have it. Some MMA tips on closing the distance as well as taking the fight to the ground. Hope you enjoyed this content. Leave us a thumbs up. If you are new to our channel, make sure to subscribe for more videos similar to this one. We'll catch you
in the next video.
Take care.